What's up guys, it's Jughead here, just a down-to-earth guy, trying to bring you all some down-to-earth content. Welcome back to my Let's Watch Hunter x Hunter series. Today, we're going to be watching episode 27, Arrival at the Arena. We are skipping episode 26 because that is a recap episode, and I watched the first recap episode and tied that in with the episode that followed that, episode 13 and 14, and I just don't want to do that again. I think I learned that that's frankly a waste of time on my part watching it and editing it, and you guys can judge for yourselves if that was a waste of your time watching that too. That episode was long for no reason because the recap just doesn't really add anything new. I know this recap is probably just Gon writing another letter to back home on Whale Island, so I don't really feel like I need to watch that. If there's like some 5-second scene that I missed that's like important, you guys can just tell me. I'm not gonna watch it. We're skipping the recap and we're going straight to episode 27. Last episode, we rescued Gon. We rescued Killua, and I don't want to say rescued because Killua's father let him go, but Gon, Kurapika, and Leorio came to the estate to pick him up anyways. They reunited. Kurapika went his way to earn money because of the auction that's going to be happening in 6 months to gain information about the Phantom Troop. Leorio went his way to enter medical school. Now that he has money, being a hunter, he can finally pay for tuition and go on to his dreams of being a doctor. And so now it's just the duo, Killua and Gon, the youngins, and they're going to, man, my voice cracked just a little bit, enough where I have to address it. They are going to Heaven's Arena. The Heaven's Arena arc is what I've been told in the comments and what I've subtly read on Reddit and stuff before, is the Heaven's Arena arc is like one of the top stories or chapters in the Hunter x Hunter series. So I'm very excited for that. And with the title as an Arrival at the Arena, we're not wasting any time. We're not doing some, I don't know, Dragon Ball series, or I don't even know what other type of series where it takes 3 episodes just to get somewhere. We're arriving there at the arena already, and I get to see what's going to happen. I'm very excited that we're entering this new arc that's supposed to be super fun, super engaging, super exciting, and hopefully fleshes out. I want to see Gon and Killua's true potential right now. I want them to be the duo. I want to see them fight. I want to see when we return with Leorio and Kurapika in 6 months that they're just shocked at how strong and capable the two youngins are now. I'm sure they're going to be capable too, but I'm excited. I'm excited for this new chapter we're entering in Hunter x Hunter. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. So let's watch Hunter x Hunter episode 27, Arrival at the Arena, in 3, 2, 1. Let's watch. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's go. It's been so long since I've sat in this chair and recorded for y'all and just enjoyed Hunter x Hunter with the holidays. My birthday was last week. I had to upgrade and move my setup. 200. Wow. Okay, I didn't know it was a tower. I thought it was just going to be like something in the clouds. I'm an idiot. Just like some Burj Khalifa tall tower. I love how it's all blimps, not airplanes. I don't even know when this takes place in whatever fictional world it's in. So do you go up the tower? Kind of like the reverse of Trick Tower, where you have to make your way down. But Heaven's Arena is you make your way up the better you go until you're at the top. Yeah, let's get stronger, man. This is a shonen. Let's go. Okay, I need to turn this down, but I'm too far away from the audio interface to change it. Are these all competitors? No conditions. Ah, so I wonder if the Hunter exam is almost prepares you better for that. Oh yeah, the higher you go, the more prize money you earn. So like, I feel like the Hunter exam almost makes it easier. As in like, now you're completely free to do whatever you want. Which is so much easier than the Hunter exam, which like restricted you, so you had to use your mind more. you almost had to be like tougher because you had to be so... I'm paying attention, by the way. You had to be so tough. You had to make your opponent quit instead of just downright either killing them or leaving them to bits. I feel like that's even like more tough. Okay, I really have to turn this down. Oh, there we go. Okay. And you got spectators now, people cheering you on. When he was 6, did he compete? Oh, shit. Wow. Holy shit. He was only 6? And his dad just left him here. Wait, how many... So, wow. Holy shit. Killua's done this before, and he was fucking 6, half his age now. Wow. Oh, he's already competing. Wow. Okay, now it's too soft. Yeah. He went through the testing gate, so he should be capable. This is reminding me so much of the Budokai tournaments from Dragon Ball, and I loved those when those came out. We appraise each participant's level. You are allowed 3 minutes to demonstrate your prowess. What the hell does that mean? Ooh, oh, we're getting this. Woo! Oh yeah, this guy can move tons. Oh, bro. Oh, man. I am so pumped for this. I already know how this is going. Oh, we're really seeing his potential, man. Oh, man. The Hunter exam. Oh, yeah, see, he already gets to proceed. He doesn't even need... Oh, but are Killua and Gon going to be separated? Because Killua is stronger than Gon, so are they going to be separated? Hmm? Nah, okay. Okay, yay. That's... Now that he has a friend, like, he's never done that before, looking out for somebody else. Like, having a friend to be with. Not just thinking about himself. Wants to start at level 50 with Gon. Because he's there more for Gon than he is for himself. Now, who the hell is this kid? So after someone defeats an opponent in the 50... Okay, so it goes up by 10s. I was like, are we going up by 1s? Huh. Zushi. So, you don't just get eliminated. It's you work your way down. Huh. That's kind of cool. I like that. Oh, he is small as hell. I didn't know he was that small. He's like a Krillin. Tiny. We specialize in kicking ass and taking names. That's what we do. I love when they visually show the emotions. It's always so funny. He's very disciplined. I like it. Very respectful. Who's your master? Oh, he looks like a good guy. Not an ass, like some people are. He is the master, but he doesn't look like a fighter. Okay, Wing and Zushi. That what you do to the master to show your respect to the master? You get stronger. Yeah, we also got no money. And that's how the world goes round. Hey, let's keep that on the low. Pay strict attention. What does that do? I don't know what that means, or if that's just a sign of respect for somebody else's master. Ah, they already got their money. Nice. Ah, okay. Just enough for some Burger King. Or a soda. 50,000? Damn. Who's paying for all this? This kid at 6 years old got millions of dollars. He lost at the 200th floor. Ah, he quit. He didn't even lose, he quit. 190s. What was he winning? Dude, that's why they're so rich. That's why they're so rich. They have 6 years old, 6-year-olds bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars. What the fuck? Wow. He's like the tour guide, teacher, mentor. Yeah, just chill. Yeah, I know, you're just... No, you gotta get in their heads early. Do they not have to get to watch him? Oh, they're fighting each other? Ooh. You can't win them all. Better luck next time. What the hell? That's rude. Yeah, you didn't have to be so blunt about it. Damn. Rough. Could have been a little nicer there. Now what if he wins? But you only get knocked down one peg, so you can work your way back up. I'm sure we'll see more of him. But again, Killua just has his hands in his pockets, and this kid's sweating, so... What did he do? Wait, did he kill him? Oh. I thought he... Okay. He did the rip out of your heart move without ripping out the heart. Let's see how this goes. Is this gonna be like 5 seconds and we see how capable Killua is? Or do we see that Zushi has a lot more going for him? I forgot how betting works. I forgot that I was about to say the other way around, but by points and knockout. I thought there were no conditions. Yep, but this kid's a fucking assassin, so... Can you use all your techniques like rhythm echo and stuff? No, he's not gonna fall. He's not gonna fall. He's not gonna fall. He's gonna catch him. Oh. Ah. I thought he was gonna get up. Never mind. What's 2 points mean? Points and knockout system. There are clean hits, critical hits, and knockdowns. Superb attacks count as clean hits worth 1 point apiece. Unusually superb attacks are classified as critical hits worth 2 points. Knocking down your opponent earns... Oh man, I have to keep track of all of this? I'm not gonna be able to keep track of all that. So he knocked down his opponent, so that's 1 point. Did he just do a regular hit, so that was 1.2, so now that's 2? I'm confused now. God damn it. Of course it's not as straightforward as I wanted it to be. I have to keep track of points and do math. Oh shit. He's just gonna keep doing that shit. So, is that another... So is that only 1 point? Oh. Man, this is so confusing. Somebody explain this to me. I don't know how to interpret this. I'm stupid, okay? I'm very smooth-brained sometimes. I know, this guy... You said yourself. He has immense training. Who knows what he's gone through? Perseverance and endurance. Oh, what's he doing? What's he doing? Zushi about to score some points? What's he doing? This is a dominating stance. Ooh. He's got some energy radiating around him. That purple shit. Oh, Killua looks scared, man. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? He backed up. Oh. His master did not like that. Damn, interrupting the match like that? Was he about to do something dishonorable? Or what? Was he about to do something that his master does not agree with? Something that would have really won him the match, maybe? Or what? Did he win? Oh, we didn't even get to see Gon's fight? Is he lying? Is he trying to keep his pride? Or, his punches are weak, but he can keep getting up, so it takes longer. Oh, wait. Oh. He doesn't like the TKO. When he changed his stance. Oh, that's what it reminded me of. I was trying to think of where does that dark purple aura come from, and it was from Illumi. Yeah. Was it mind control? Ren. Huh. Ooh, what is it? Not supposed to use Ren yet. Oh, so this guy looks like a nice guy, but he's probably sinister as hell. Oh. True goal lies beyond this. What is it? What is it? You trying to earn money? Trying to kill somebody? Or what? Are you... I can't tell if this guy's a nice guy or not. He's speaking truth. He's speaking very philosophical, mind-growing phrases. But is he a good guy or a bad guy? I can't really tell right now. Ooh, changing plans. What's going on? Oh. Why was that not the original plan? I don't understand. What was... Yeah, what was the first plan? Just make a little bit of money and then quit? Nah, Gon ain't like that. Gon wants to reach the top. I don't want... Hey, let's do a little bit more than the karate chop, okay? And is he just pushing people? When are they gonna face each other? But it's not that bad, because if they do face each other, if one of them loses, they just go down a peg. And then they just have to work their way back up, and fighting some random person. So it's not that bad, actually. It's not kind of like the Budokai tournaments in Dragon Ball, where, like, when Goku had to face Tien Shinhan, Whoever lost that fight got eliminated outright. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's like a complete, yeah. It's like class separation. Some people do anything it takes to stay in the... Yeah, it's like a free hotel room, meals, special treatment. You might as well just live here. Yeah. That right arm's gonna be strong as hell. Let's switch it up with the left arm, huh? Oh. Wait, which arm did Gon break? Was it his right arm? I don't remember. It'd be interesting, as in Satut said it, his broken arm would heal to be stronger than it was before. This boy rich. But where does this money go? Is that like... Is it money, cash, credit? You have a bank account? 2 months to reach floor 150. Yeah, and you had... Oh, never mind. He had so much training, he should have gone higher. Yeah, this guy has no training. Killua is very honest. Just admitting, yeah, you're kind of annoying me with how strong you are. Yeah, what is it? No, nah. One of the 4 major principles. Oh, he's just gonna give the Webster's Dictionary version definition. Ken, Ren, Hatsu, Nen training. We want to know the move you tried to use, not all this book crap. That's true. Ooh, confront the master. Oh shit. Why are you giving this information? You're giving away some information. They might know who you are. They might learn that you're an assassin and that you're a Zoldyck. Are you gonna share? Spill the tea. Ah shit. What is Nen? What is Ren? Where do they know it from? Where does Illumi know it from? Do they know it from the same places? Do they know each other? Are they gonna harness it themselves? So, let's discuss. I am so pumped for this arc, man. It is going to be great. Like, right off the bat, I forget that in anime, when you reach new arcs in the series, that the openings and the closings change. And even something like that is a refreshing thing, you know, adds to the feeling that we're progressing and evolving through the story. The world never fails at getting bigger and feeling grander. New scenes, new events, new characters, new environments, new plot points. It gives you that refreshing sense of newness. Nothing is or can be old or stale or predictable or slow because everything is unfamiliar and new for us to experience alongside the characters. So, as you guys know and can tell from the video itself, and as I explained in the intro, skipped the recap this time around. Just no point in watching it. I watched episode 13 plus 14. 13 being the recap, 14 being the episode, and it was just a waste of time, man. for me watching, for me editing, for the video rendering and uploading, and you watching too. Not doing that anymore. I don't know when the next recap it is, but I'm skipping all them bitches. Nothing I'm gonna learn from going writing another letter to Mito or whatever. And if there was somehow something relevant, I'll count on y'all just telling me in the comments what I missed. I don't know. Uh, I'll read one of your guys' sentences in 5 seconds. That's better than watching a 20-minute recap episode for no reason. Um, I just want to get into the Heaven's Arc arena. I'm just so excited to enter this new phase of the story. Y'all have talked up this arc so much. Everybody does, everybody has, saying it is one of the best. And perhaps you gain that, especially since it comes right after the Hunter exam arc and is the first arc with our characters on their own in the big real world out there. So, and I like that feeling. We're venturing through this great, big, grand, unfamiliar world alongside our protagonists, especially for Gon, who hasn't seen life outside of Whale Island, I presume, while Killua has most likely been very many places with his family and his lifestyle and his profession. So we see more through Gon's eyes than anybody else. But now they're in the real world, just a couple 12-year-olds who have to make it on their own. Spent the last of their money to get to Heaven's Arena. They're broke now. And they got the combined desire and effort to not only make money to support themselves, since Killua is not a hunter and Gon refuses to be until he achieves his goals. So they're broke, but they also want to become stronger too. So like, even the first shot of the episode, Gon and Killua looking out the window of the airship they're in on their way to the arena looks so simple on your first watch. You just don't even think anything of it. But on my second watch, I can appreciate it in that Gon practically has his face to the glass, his hand on the glass, like he's looking so endearing and curious and just in awe at the world he is seeing for the very first time, brimming with excitement. And because this is all new to him, as it is new to all of us. Like I said, we're seeing through Gon's eyes. Whereas Killua has his arms crossed, sitting casually. None of this is new to him due to his lifestyle. He has been way more exposed to the world and everything within. So we relate to Gon more naturally here in something as simple as a few second shot right there in the beginning, everything tells a story and emotion if you look at it deep enough. And I was laughing to myself. I don't know why I was expecting Heaven's Arena to be something like a cloud city out of Star Wars or something, or some special magical place just by the name of it, Heaven's Arena. I don't know why I was thinking about some place literally up in the clouds, like floating or levitating, that you have to get to magically or by some special means. Like it didn't even come to mind that Heaven's Arena would literally just be like some Burj Khalifa skyscraper that just towers over the rest of the city, piercing the clouds. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Makes much more sense. Immediately, I can infer this makes much more sense. The opposite of Trick Tower, in a sense, kind of. In Trick Tower, you wanted to reach the bottom as fast as you could, starting from the top. Heaven's Arena, you logically start all the way at the bottom on the ground floor and you progress your way up to the top, up to the heavens, the floors that pierce beyond the clouds. So, from Killua's tour guide information skills he got, Heaven's Arena stands at 251 stories tall, 991 meters, or for us American people who use imperial units, right about 3,250 feet up. More than half a mile. Fourth tallest building in the world. That's impressive. So surely nothing Gon has ever seen his entire life before. And what we certainly haven't seen before in the show. So we, just like him, know nothing of this modern society and the cultures, the architecture, the technology, the politics, everything that exists in it. And they stand in a long ass line. It seems everybody and their brother yearns after the possibility at reaching the top or just competing for the money and whatever fame that might come with it or possibilities or whatever. They stand in this long ass line. It just seems everybody and their brother yearns after the possibility of reaching the top or at least as far as they can go, making as much money as they can along the way. Can't ask for a more straightforward way to earn yourself some money, earn yourself some wealth. As Killua said, it's not like the Hunter exam where there are restrictions on what you can do and can't do. Here at the arena, there are no conditions. Just defeat your opponent. And I almost feel like the Hunter exam, with its restrictions, actually helps you become a better fighter because it was so strict and was more challenging. You might have prepared better then. They might have prepared the contestants better for the real world. Like going throughout the Hunter exam, couldn't kill anybody. In the final tournament, for example, you had to fight until you made your opponent concede. Therefore, Gon, for example, he got tortured. He got his arm broken, had a blade pointed at his forehead, threatened with murder, and he won. Through the exam, he had to think of different ways to defeat his opponents. Can't always do it head on, not always through brute strength and force and knocking them out or killing them. He had to use his mind, his wits, his tenacity. So now the arena where all you have to do is just defeat your opponent by any means permitted, either through KO or death or whatever. I believe whatever is allowed, so much easier. The shackles are off. That's at least how I see it. I also really like the dynamic here. The higher you go, every level you reach, the more prize money you earn. You can literally make a living in this place, which I can imagine is what we might see from certain adversaries and people we meet. That this is not just their literal livelihood in a monetary or concrete, tangible sense, like how they make their money and even where they may live, but like mentally has become a part of them. All they know is fighting and competing, and they don't want to lose this. And all they do is fight and go up and go down and will do anything to stay and keep making their money. Also, really interesting how this dynamic just exists in the first place, like a legal professional fight club. If you think you're strong as hell, can mess some people up and go far, why not make hundreds of thousands, millions, hundreds of millions of dollars and just cash out? And when you saw the arena for the first time with all the platforms and mats for each fight, I instantly thought of the Budokai Tenkaichi tournaments from Dragon Ball, which coincidentally translates to number one under heaven, and this is Heaven's Arena. Can't help but compare it to the Budokai Tenkaichi tournaments from Dragon Ball. Obviously has its differences, but also many similarities. In Dragon Ball, the contestants are given numbers which tell them who they have to fight against in the bracket. You go through the preliminaries to see who the final 8 are, who will compete for the title. And here you are given numbers to see who you fight, and you fight to see how capable you are and what level you begin at. Though here in the arena, there's no bracket, there's no tournament or any ways for elimination. Purely fighting, you go up and down, and you just go as long as you want. But I just couldn't help but imagine the Budokai Tenkaichi tournament and picturing Killua and Gon competing in how they would do. God, oh man, just so many resemblances, and Gon and Killua just reminding me of, and I picture like Gon and Killua as the version of like a Goku and a Krillin when they first arrived at their first tournament together to compete. But of course, Killua has been here before. Should have known that from how he knew about Heaven's Arena in the first place and just the kid he is, the experiences he has, the lifestyle. Of course, he knows this place. But he didn't just come here to spectate or watch any fights, be entertained, or even came here on his own free will. His father abandoned him here with no money at all whatsoever at 6 fucking years old and told him, "You better not return home unless and until you reach the 200th floor." Took him 2 years to do it. 2 years away from home, away from your family, on your own, by yourself, all alone, only yourself, from 6 years old to 8 years old. Just fighting, training to get to that thing. And he said if Gon wants to fight people like Hisoka, he has to go higher than that. So Killua got to 200 4 years ago when he was a fucking little kid, 6 year old, fucking first grade. Now he's 12. He has gone through the hunter exam, though he failed at the end, has had more assassin training, so much more capable now. I imagine, like, how much stronger can he be than before? But Jesus Christ, the Zoldyck family is intense and insane. They just care about building some fighting, killing machines, man. They don't care about family or this. They don't even know what love or whatever is. Like, I understand that scene where his father Silva, when they were talking to each other, was like, I realize now this is like the first father son talk we've ever had. Yeah, because you fucking shoved him off for 2 years just to fight in this fucking arena and didn't let him come home. Like, it's not really the most loving, close family ever. I hope, like, you understand? Jesus Christ. But I do love how Killua, having experienced all this before and knowing Gon has to train to be able to go against Hisoka, is becoming or stepping into this role of like a mentor figure for Gon or a trainer, since they may be the same age, but Killua knows way more than Gon. That's just a fact. Killua knows how to inspire Gon, and he knows how to read him and what Gon needs. He reminds Gon that he entered the testing gate, so he has to be strong, he has to be worthy. Those are multi-ton heavy doors he opened. A regular human should be nothing for his level of strength. And kind of inspiring Gon to realize the strength that he doesn't even realize that he has. And Killua makes sure to remind him of that because all Gon can think about is how nervous he is, if he's going to do good, what's about to happen. And Killua kind of reminds me of Tien Shinhan from Dragon Ball 2. I'm going to make so many Dragon Ball references. Tien was a way more experienced martial artist than Goku. Training to be an assassin, he had darkness in his heart, but he turned to the light, decided to fight for honor and for good and for the love of martial arts. He went from fighting against Goku in the tournaments as an enemy out to kill him to fighting against Goku in the tournaments as a friend and an ally, as they both loved martial arts and fighting strong people. And outside the tournaments, they allied and teamed up and were friends who fought evil and saved the world and did all that. And Tien could be seen as a mentor to Goku, even though Goku is stronger and saved Tien on his own accord, like during the Piccolo arc. He reminds me of Killua. Killua is more experienced, come from a different life, is also an assassin, may have some darkness in him, but Gon kind of brings him to the light. And Killua is a friend to Gon, and I predict Gon might be stronger than Killua, or at least equals. And I don't know how to explain it. I just make a lot of parallels between shonens I've watched. And I'm sure I'd make a lot of comparisons to other animes if I've watched them. But as you know, these are my first times ever watching anime. That's what this whole journey is about. The art form, the medium that I've never experienced before, so I don't really have much to go on. I watched Dragon Ball. I'm in the middle of watching Dragon Ball Z. I'm in the middle of watching Samurai Champloo, so I don't got a lot of history. I don't got a lot under my belt so far. So the easiest it is to make any parallels would be to Dragon Ball, which would make sense because of how influential it is for what came afterwards. Dragon Ball is obviously seen as like what spearheaded the genre and the style becoming so popular, not even in Japanese culture, but coming to the West as well. And again, I'm going to make my Dragon Ball reference here once more. When Gon pushed his opponent with one arm and he went flying off the platform into the wall, again, instantly reminded me of the Budokai Tenkaichi tournaments. Exactly like when Gon realized how strong he was after his uh, months and years of training with Master Roshi and Krillin, and just throwing these giants outside of the ring with no effort in the preliminaries. And all Gon had to do was push, like Killua said, going back to the testing gates. He passed through the testing gates, which means he's strong as hell. Again, that mentor vibe I'm getting from Killua here, looking out for Gon, since I feel like Gon thinks of this more as an opportunity for Gon than for himself. He wants Gon to do good. He wants him to get stronger. He needs training. He's looking out for Gon possibly more than he is for himself. And that's cool. That's what friendship does to a person. So, Gon, because of that, gets to go directly up to the 50th floor. And I don't know if that's like, is that the base level? Or are there still like levels 10, 20, 30, 40, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blah, blah, blah? Like, was he strong enough and just showed enough ability to skip all the way to level 50? Or is level 50 just like the base level everybody starts at? But I love how Killua, since he's been to the 200th floor before, they have his records. Probably has preferential treatment. He has priority, positive history. Alongside that quick, easy victory he had himself in the preliminaries, he was given a ticket to go to the 180th floor. But instead of taking that, he said, he wants to start at the 50th floor because he wants to take it easy. And he looks at Gon and smiles, which to me means he wants to take it easy so he can focus on Gon, stay with Gon, progress together. They're there mostly for Gon. Killua cares more about being with his friend, helping his friend train to be stronger and accomplish his goals than reaching the top as fast as possible or even reaching the top at all. We also meet our first new character, Zushi, and I really like Zushi. Something nice about a respectable, mature, disciplined young kid as opposed to some overconfident, cocky student with an ego or chip on his shoulder that you see so many times in shows. Like, just happy to introduce himself, meet new people, compliment the two of them for their matches, saying they're amazing, even though he made it to the 50th floor in one match himself. He's just talkative, sociable, mature, disciplined, humble, respectable, just a whole bunch of positive adjectives you can attribute to him. This young kid who I feel just looks up to good fighters and wants to learn from who he can, wants to maybe learn from Killua and Gon since he sees them as strong, capable kids too, especially since Gon and Killua don't even come from any formal school or training or studying while he does. He's wearing his gi, sharing that he studies Shingen Ryu fighting style, and we meet his master Wing, who on the surface doesn't look like any fighter whatsoever. Messy hair, glasses, slim frame, button up shirt, just like a young adult, like he should be in medical school alongside Leorio or tutoring some kid somewhere, not being a martial arts master. But I think that's the incredible thing about Hunter x Hunter. Those on the surface never read a book by its cover. Those on the surface who don't catch your attention, they fly under the radar, don't look too intimidating or imposing, they end up being some of the most powerfully strong and dangerous. But on top of not looking like a martial arts master on the surface, he also initially seems to be a good guy. And this show really fucks with your head and your perception and gives you trust issues with characters. I hesitate at calling anybody a good person because I know this show can flip you instantaneously and can take a sharp turn and make me eat my words so fast. But he tells Gon and Killua some masterly advice, like telling them pay attention to your opponent's body as much as your own. So it's just like he's really good at coming off as a good guy, just giving advice to some fellow kids his student has made acquaintances with, smiling, polite, lighthearted, innocent sounding voice, but it's just like I have trust issues, man. I don't want to trust you. But what else? Ooh, I was mind blown to learn how much money you actually make in the Heavens Arena. Since Killua has been all the way to 200 before, he knows what the prize money is for each floor. A win in the 50s gets you $500,000. Like, okay, that's a really decent chunk of change right there. Understandable. Gotta be pretty strong to even reach there, and that's a pretty good. But that's a pretty good yearly salary right there, just for getting to the 50th floor. $50,000. Like, I would just train my ass off day in, day out, 25/8, 366. Like, just train my ass off all the time if I knew I didn't have to work a job at all. All I have to do is beat enough pretty good guys to get to the 50th floor, and I've made an entire year's worth of a pretty good salary that you'd make anywhere else at like a desk job somewhere. Um, but 50,000 ends up being some fucking chump change apparently. In the hundreds, you get 1 million for every win. But once you're past 150, you get 10 million fucking dollars a pop, bro. Like, holy shit. Even Gon is like, wait, what the fuck? Didn't you make it to the 200th floor before at 6 years old? And Killua was like, yeah, I didn't even lose at 200. Apparently, I don't know what comes after 200 because once I reached 200, I just quit. So he didn't even lose at 200. He just quit. He could have gone even further if he wanted to at 6 years old, but he's just following his father's orders. But his father just said, he can't go home until he reaches 200. He reached it, he goes home. And the money and the fame or the pride or the ego that would come with reaching the top wasn't important to Killua back then. But Killua did say by the time he reached 200 and quit, he had to have something around like $200 million. Jesus fucking Christ. He had to have something, I don't like, that's like winning the lottery, bro. That makes you think about so much. Some people try to become hunters so they can have all these advantages and opportunities, such as unlimited money. But what's harder, becoming a hunter or going to the Heavens Arena, training as much as you can and earning as much money as you can? $1 million once you reach the 100th floor and just make your way up. You could dedicate all of your effort, time, your entire life to this one place. And I'm sure many do. And I'm sure we might meet such people who are like that. I'm just trying to wrap my head around just how much money that is. And the fact that there are probably many people who reach such high levels, and even people higher than 200 that are way better than Killua. It expands the world so much just thinking of all the strong characters out there who we might meet, everything we don't know right now, or I don't know. You guys do know. And again, that thin veil of morality in this show, the lack of morality or right and wrong because of the hunter exam even existing in the first place. But now this exists, getting paid absurd amounts of money just to fight and kill people and fulfill that desire for watching entertainment and gambling and everything else like that. Like, it's almost barbaric. Um, and like, what happens if you reach the top? Just so much to think about, man. Like, damn, Kurapika left them to try and make money when I'm sure he could have made some nice scratch in a place like this. Kurt the Clan member, martial artists, hunter, bruh. And Leorio, he became a hunter so he could have money. He could have just trained his ass off and earned an easy 50K every time he won in the 50s alone. That surely pays for medical school tuition. Like, come on, bro. And like, this looks like a place that's pretty freaking well known. How do those two people not even consider, hey, let's take a crack at this. If it doesn't work out, I can always do this. But if it does, we rolling in money. We are making bank. And no wonder the Zoldicks are rich as fuck. If you can make money that easily, like, all Illumi, Silva, and Killua would have to ever do is just go to Heaven's Arena, easily rack up hundreds of millions of dollars, and just leave. Oh, the property taxes are pretty expensive. Okay, one of us go make 100 mil. Oh, this bill? Ugh. Internet bill is pretty intense this year. Who's watching all this HD content? Who's gaming a lot? Go pay this bill. No wonder they own an entire fucking mountain and the land surrounding it. Like, owning a fucking mountain's expensive, but when a fucking 6-year-old is earning $200 million, uh, I'm sure Silva alone could easily reach past the 200th floor and perhaps even the top. He's a fucking master assassin. Same with Illumi. They had a 6-year-old do it, must be nothing to them. Like, bruh, Jesus Christ. But damn, Killua was toxic with that ego towards Zushi when they had to fight each other. Zushi bringing this wholesome vibe, just being his wholesome self, bowing to him, telling Killua he will try his best. And Killua's just like, yeah, whatever, loser. Can't win them all. Better look next time, you fucking bum. Before the match has even started. Like, you know nothing about this kid. You think so highly of yourself like it's going to be some over and done with matchup. Even Gon was like, damn, you didn't have to shit on him like that. But props to Zushi for having the discipline to just stay silent, take it on the chin, use it as fuel. Not starting any shit talking or feeding any toxicity or drama. Props to the kid. I respect it. I like him. And the matchup proves that Killua spoke too soon. Now, there's audiences gambling, so I can only imagine that's how they pay out these hefty ass paychecks to all these people for competing. But it's funny, they actually bet against Killua and for Zushi. He gets the better odds in favor to win, which pisses off Killua. And I know Killua was going to win this match. It just would not have made any sense if he didn't. I just don't think Killua needs to be this openly cocky. And you keep that shit to your inner monologue, like there was just going to be no way Zushi would be able to land a punch on a guy who can literally just create after images of himself and super speed teleport and vanish and reappear and literally rip your heart out of your fucking chest. And literally all Killua has to do is just nonchalantly fucking chop on the back of his neck and just knocks him to the ground. But Killua gets cocky because he thinks Zushi is just like everybody else out there he's ever gone up against. So he looks like a downright fool when Zushi gets up again and again after getting hit when anyone else would have been knocked unconscious, revealing that Zushi is built different. He is strong, he is incredibly well trained and resilient. But the one thing that I don't understand at all is the point system. Killua got 2 points for a clean hit and a knockdown. I assume 1 point for each thing. So there are clean hits, critical hits, and knockdowns. They don't go into detail on any of those things. So how the fuck am I supposed to know what the difference between a clean hit or a critical hit is? I can infer a knockdown is literally just knocking the person down to the ground. But all they say is superb attack counts as a clean hit worth 1 point. Okay, so what the fuck is a superb attack? Then you have unusually superb attacks or critical hits. Okay, I don't even know what superb attack is. Now you're throwing in unusually superb attack? What the hell makes an attack unusual? What separates superb from unusually superb? Huh? Too complicated. This just seems much more complicated than it needs to be. I don't even know why there has to be a point system at all. Why do you need to amass 10 points? You either knock the person out or kill him or they give up. Done. Why does it need to be any more complicated than that? Again, literally just like the Budokai Tenkaichi, but with more steps. Literally, the Budokai was just like, don't kill the person or you're disqualified. Don't get knocked out of the stage area. And if you get knocked down, you have a 10-second count to get up or else the opponent wins. Boom. That's it. So here, you can kill the person. You can knock them out of the ring, I imagine. And if you knock them down, just have the ref count it. Like the fucking WWE or boxing has. So like right when Zushi got knocked down the first time, you should have 10 seconds to get up. He got up relatively right away, so the fighting just keeps going on. And it's just whoever fucking dies, gets knocked out, or gives up. And I guess they do the 10-point rule only so the fights go faster. I guess that's how we get that faster pacing. So you get two really strong opponents to face each other, like any of the final matches of the Budokai. Not going to say any spoilers there, but those matches went on for forever. Multiple episodes just for one match. Rightfully so, because they were fucking intense. But now you got Killua starting to doubt himself, thinking, did I hold back? What's going on? So he hits him again, same move, but Zushi just keeps getting up, and Zushi knew he wasn't going to beat Killua by normal means. Way too advanced and powerful for him. So he pulls this mystery tactic out of the back of his pocket, gets into his stance, and this tantalizing, swirling, hypnotic, deep, dark purple aura starts emanating from Zushi's body. And it scares the hell out of Killua because he's seen that before. Again, he spoke too soon. Too cocky. And you pay the price. I was thinking to myself while watching, where did I see this before? I couldn't say in words where I recalled it from because it was on the tip of my tongue, but I couldn't remember that this is the same aura that surrounded Illumi when the two faced each other in the final tournament. So we know this is some serious shit. Killua knows it too. He knows, oh shit, okay, what's going on? But how the hell does this little kid know what Illumi knows? I feel like the only way Killua won after this point was because Zushi's master Wing yelled at him from the crowd to stop what he's doing. It's clear his master taught him some techniques and taught him this special technique that's very intimidating and dangerous. Had he not done that, who knows? Zushi might have beat Killua and might have won. So there's just much more mystery surrounding Wing and Zushi. But we didn't get to see the rest of the match or what happened afterwards. We're just informed that Killua ended up winning by reaching the 10-point TKO, no surprise. But Killua couldn't actually knock him out. Zushi isn't strong enough to beat him, but he does have potential. We also didn't get to see any of Gon's matches, which I actually like. I like the increased pace, not showing us shit that doesn't matter or that you could skip. We're making the pacing faster, and I like it. Getting to the important shit. Gon got his 60k, that's all that matters for him. For Killua, all that matters now is finding about that source of this aura created by Zushi that reminds him of his brother's aura. All he knows is that it's called Ren, R-E-N. He overheard by eavesdropping on Zushi and Wing after the match. Wing telling Zushi he was not allowed to use Ren yet in the arena. And Wing here sounded very sinister. This is what makes me uneasy about him and unsure whether I want to color him as a good person when I'm not sure that he is. Just as the people who don't look dangerous at all turn out to be the most skilled fighters, the nicest looking guys can end up being the most fucking evil. And he just tells Zushi, wanting to win is good. I'm not going to trash you there. But your goal lies at the top of the tower. Do not focus on simply winning one fight. Be prepared to lose 1,000 times while you're here. Your only goal is the top. So it's like he's just a mixture between scary, sinister, and then endearing, thoughtful, wise man. He's a mind fuck of a person. I don't know how to read him. So for Zushi, he's supposed to reserve himself and his energy and only use Ren when he reaches the top floor. Because that's where the strongest of the strong fighters are going to be. So their agenda changes. Gon always wanted to reach the top floor. And who could expect any different? That's just Gon's personality. Killua didn't initially care, but now he does. He has to witness this technique. He has to see it in action. He has to learn about it and learn it himself. So the both of them are now just determined we're going for the fucking top. There's no holding back now. Like Killua is even like, I'm going up there whether you're up there with me or not. This is what I'm doing now. This is my agenda. We're on a fucking mission right now. Okay, so buckle up. But I love how Killua just uses his fucking chop over and over again, and Gon just keeps pushing motherfuckers out of the ring. Don't change what ain't broke, you know? Now they're in the 100th floor section. So these dudes, 12-year-old kids, are earning $1 million a match. Like, this shit's getting shoveled to, like, this dedicated bank account now. And they got their own private rooms and everything. Now they have money and lodging. This is like, you live here now. And this is where Killua has to have a serious talk with Gon. Killua has been here before. He knows this shit, how this shit works, this dynamic. None of this stuff is guaranteed. You fall out of the hundreds, you're kicked out of your room. You are placed and considered to be in a completely different class once you're in the 100s. You are treated differently. You are where so many people wish to be and want to stay. This is where people start to focus and care more about holding their spot than moving up. Do not let your guard down. This is what was subtly inferred in the beginning by Killua earlier in the episode, and what I spoke about briefly about how this shit becomes a fucking livelihood. This Heaven's Arena shit starts to become a lifestyle, part of your life entirely, a part of you. You are gambling your life, literally, for money, lodging, whatever else. You can literally live here and make a shit ton of money, but you have to stay high up. You can't let go. When this becomes your life, it can fuck with your head for sure. And everybody becomes an enemy. Your source of income, your bed, the roof over your head, where you eat, where you survive is here at the arena. People will win to make more money, but they're going to strategically lose as well, because 100 is like that middle upper class. Like, you're now better than everybody else below you because now you get your own room, you're chilling, you get this preferential treatment, but the fights are not that hard. They're like you're balancing the weight between what you gain as the money you're earning and the bed and the livelihood and the lodging to the what kind of fights do I have to go through to guarantee this? So if like you're at 199, do I win this match and go up to 200 where my fights are going to be way much harder, or I can just lose 98 times and I'm still in the 100 bracket before I drop out. So I just got to toe this line between winning and losing to stay in this class system that I want to be in. So this shit is serious now, is what Killua is trying to express to Gon. Don't get too excited, but don't get relaxed. And I like how Killua is jealous of Gon, but like it more, but more. I like it more that he's willing to be open about it. Communication is key, even in friendships. And when Killua says he's annoyed because it took him 2 months to get to the 150th floor, first time he was here, but it's probably not even been a week yet, and Gon has breezed through already and reached that. And even Gon is like, uh, weren't you 6 years old back then? You're really comparing your 6-year-old self to me right now? Doesn't seem uh justified to get pissed off over that. But it's a bummer that Zushi is still stuck in the 50s. But he's just a normal kid, trying his best, can't use his special techniques, so just has to be physically strong, take your L's with your W's, like your master said, you got to be prepared to lose 1,000 times for every win. Um, Sometimes you just ain't enough right now, so just got to try your best. And I'm sure he's won and he's lost, so going up and down, just got to get out of the 50s and hopefully we'll see more of him. I also love that Gon is just like so with this Ren thing. You want to just kind of lay low and observe. I have an idea. Let's just ask Zushi what Ren is instead of like waiting to find out. Isn't that faster? Let's do that. That just sounds so much easier. I love that just innocent transparency and naivety that pays off always for him. And of course, they find Zushi, ask him, and being the dutiful, attentive student he is, proceeds to give this Webster's Dictionary scientific sacred text definition of what it all is, which itself is useful, but like, what are you going to expect Killua to understand from all of this? Well, I'll repeat it so at least I know. So, Zushi says Ren is one of the four major principles to disciplining the body and the mind, fundamental to all martial arts. You must know Ten, learn Tetsu, achieve Ren, and therefore reach Hatsu, whatever the hell that means. That is all a part of Nen training. So within Nen training is Ten, Tetsu, Ren, and Hatsu. Boom. No point in learning that from a student, even as Wing says. If you learn something piecemeal, you end up knowing less than when you started. You learn something poorly, all you gain are more questions and less answers, and you're doing yourself a disservice. Learn this shit from the master who can properly teach you something. Have Wing tell you. Killua wants to know what it is, not just for the knowledge alone. He doesn't want just the definition. He wants to know everything about it because it relates to the secret behind his brother Illumi's power, the same power he used against him during the Hunter exam. He wants to be able to learn it for himself to gain that power, even maybe use it against Illumi, or at least have something to combat against. Fire with fire. Wing seems intrigued and impressed that his brother is able to use Nen. So I suppose it is a rare ability indeed, only the really powerful and strong possess. Therefore, I feel like Killua, you're kind of giving a lot of information away here. You have to be top of the top to achieve Nen. So knowing Killua's brother can use Nen must mean Killua himself is a big deal and has potential just through blood. I feel like you approach some dangerous territory, leaking any information that could lead anyone finding out that he is Killua Zoldyck. But Killua needs to know he don't care. He is willing to go under Wing's wing. I guess I just realized how ironic as hell that is. But to go under his wing and learn properly from the master, not just some quick explanation. So Wing agrees. He can sense I understand. I understand your determination and your genuine interest, and what you speak is what you mean, which has me excited. Maybe Wing isn't a bad guy. Maybe he will be Gon and Killua's master of sorts, and they both learn the ways of Nen and Ren. To me, my last Dragon Ball reference here. This sort of sounds a lot like Chi from Dragon Ball and DBZ. Chi is the life force energy inside each person that can be harnessed. One of the reasons I feel bad for people who grew up watching the dub DBZ, because the scripts and the dialogue are dog shit. They were changed so much and mistranslated completely. I don't even understand how you follow the same story. Something as simple but so important to the Dragon Ball series, the word chi, was just translated to like something just like generic energy or power or whatever. So you never, if you watch the dub, you never really understand the weight of what chi is. Chi is also called fighting power in Dragon Ball, where that over 9,000 meme come from. The power level that is used to compare everybody's strength. That is actually chi, Ki. This force of tangible energy that, when focused on, can be drawn out of the body and manipulated in a host of different ways. Most famously, Goku's Kamehameha, for example, or Tien's Totonpa, or in extreme cases, something like the Mafuba, which requires the usage of all of your chi. And if you fail the technique, you die because you used your entire life force on it. And this concept of Nen and Ren reminds me of Chi. Because when Goku trains with Kami, he learns about Chi, the energy and the aura you can sense within every living thing, where fighting no longer requires sight or hearing, when you can sense their Chi instead. And when you see Illumi and Zushi emanate that purple aura, perhaps it is their life force as well, harnessing it for a tangible energy. Perhaps that's what Killua uses when he does something like a rhythm echo, perhaps. Maybe that's why it's purple, because that's what chi is in this world. And that's why Killua was overcome by it, and why Zushi isn't allowed to use it yet, because he would literally be wasting his life force, his energy, his chi on lower level opponents than those all the way on the top floor he can gain critical advantage over if he saves it for those moments. So I'll be looking forward to where we go from here with that. That's exciting. First episode into the Heavens Arena arc, and I'm pumped. The world is larger. We're meeting new people. Our protagonists are getting stronger. Can't wait to see their potential. I also like Zushi and Wing. I hope these two characters stay around for a while, and I'd be happy if they even become like supporting characters. But we gain two new characters, but I hope we don't lose two old characters. I know we're not going to lose them completely, but I do hope we can see some Leorio and Kurapika too. I hope, even though this is the Heavens Arena arc, that we still get updated on Kurapika and Leorio's lives as well. But I don't know, maybe just a few updates, or if we don't, we don't. At least we'll see them in 6 months' time, and we're just gonna focus on Gon and Killua getting stronger and becoming rich motherfuckers. And I just realized they're gonna have so much money when the auction comes. I want to be like Kurapika coming in like, oh man, I worked so much and I managed to make like a few $100,000 dollars. And Killua and Gon are like, yeah, we made fucking $500 million fighting, and we're also super fucking powerful now. Killed two birds with one stone, wombo combo. What's up? That would just be funny. I'm also excited to see whether we're going to encounter any familiar faces in the arena on our way to the top. Even Killua was like, if you want to fight people like Hizoka, you're going to have to get to 200 plus. Who's to say Hizoka ain't here? Keeping an eye on Gon, or collecting some easy money, getting some training while he's at it for the auction at York New. Imagine we ran into Tonpa here. He's the man all the way on the top floor. We got to fight. I'm calling it now. I'm betting on it. I've never been more confident in a prediction. We're meeting Tonpa all the way at the top. But I'm going to end my discussion here. I think I covered everything I want to cover. If you enjoyed the video and found it entertaining, leaving a like to let me know is awesome. And better yet, if you want to keep up with all future content from me, hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop with all of my future content. Keep the conversation going down in the comment section below so I can connect with y'all more, build the community here. You know that's the most important thing to me. Follow me on social media for my photography and a more personal side if you'd like to connect more. Having said all that, and with that said, so long, farewell, until next time, thank you, be happy, and I hope you have a good one.